Nico shook his head. That's impossible. One way to find out. You said you're not afraid? I turned to Riordan. We're gonna need a pit like a grave, and food and drinks. Percy, Annabeth warned, I don't think this is a good... All right, Nico said. I'll try. Riordan scratched his beard. There's a hole dug out back for a septic tank. We could use that. Cyclops boy, fetch my ice chest from the kitchen. I hope the dead like root beer. Chapter 10. We play the game show of death. We did our summons after dark. At a 20-foot-long pit in front of the septic tank. The tank was bright yellow with a smiley face and red words painting on the side. Happy Flush Disposal Company. It didn't quite go with the mood of summoning the dead. The moon was full. Silver clouds drifted across the sky. Minos should be here by now, Nico said, frowning. It's full dark. Maybe he got lost, I said hopefully. Nico poured root beer and tossed the barbecue into the pit, then began chanting in ancient Greek. Immediately the bugs in the wood stopped chirping. In my pocket, the Stygian ice dog whistle started to grow colder, freezing against the side of my leg. Make him stop, Tyson whispered to me. Part of me agreed. This was unnatural. The night air felt cold and menacing, but before I could say anything, the first spirits appeared. Sulphurous mist seeped out of the ground. Shadows thickened into human forms. One blue shade drifted to the edge of the pit and knelt to drink. Stop him, Nico said, momentarily breaking his chant. Only Bianca may drink. I drew Riptide. The ghost retreated into a collective hiss at the sight of my celestial bronze blade, but it was too late to stop the first spirit. He had already solidified into the shape of a bearded man in white robes. A circlet of gold wreathed his head, and even in death his eyes were alive with malice. Minos, Nico said, what are you doing? My apologies, master, the ghost said, though he didn't sound very sorry. The sacrifice smelled so good I couldn't resist. He examined his own hands and smiled. It is good to see myself again, almost in solid form. You are disrupting the ritual, Nico protested. Get! The spirits of the dead began shimmering dangerously bright, and Nico had to take up his chant again to keep them at bay. Yes, quite right, master, Minos said with amusement. Keep chanting. I've only come to protect you from these liars who would deceive you. He turned to me as if I were some kind of cockroach. Percy Jackson, my, the son of Poseidon. They haven't improved very much over the centuries, have they? I wanted to punch him, but I figured my fist to go right through his face. We're looking for Bianca D'Angelo, I said. Get lost. The ghost chuckled. I understand you once killed a minotaur with your bare hands, but worse things await you in the maze. Do you really believe Daedalus will stop you? Do you believe he will help you? Ha ha ha. The other spirits stirred in agitation. Annabeth drew her knife and helped me get away from the pit. Grover got so nervous he clung to Tyson's shoulder. Daedalus cares nothing for you half-bloods, Minos warned. You can't trust him. He's old beyond counting and crafty. He is bitter from the guilt of murder, and is cursed by the gods. The guilt of murder? I asked. Who did he kill? Do not change the subject, the ghost growled. You are hindering Nico. You tried to persuade him to give up his goal. I would make him a lord. Enough, Minos, Nico commanded. The ghost sneered. Master, these are your enemies. You must not listen to them. Let me protect you. I will turn their minds to madness as I did the others. The others? Annabeth gasped. You mean Chris Rodriguez? That was you? The maze is my property, the ghost said, not Daedalus's. Those who intrude deserve madness. Be gone, Minos, Nico demanded. I want to see my sister. The ghost bit back his rage. As you wish, master, but I warn you, you cannot trust these heroes. With that, he faded in the mist. Other spirits rushed forward, but Annabeth and I kept him back. Bianca, appear! Nico intoned. He started chanting faster, and the spirits shifted restlessly. Any time now, Grover muttered. Then a silvery light flickered into the trees. A spirit that seemed brighter and stronger than the others came closer, and something told me to let it pass. It knelt to drink at the pit. When it arose, It was the ghostly form of Bianca D'Angelo.